Let's talk about hemp. Hemp is a very beneficial product that has been removed from American farms and the American commercial sphere because of its danger to things like wood pulp, paper, and big oil. The actual danger of it to pharmaceutical drugs is minor compared to what threat it poses to oil, because hemp can be pyrolyzed. I think that's how you say it. Through pyrolysis, making of charcoal, hemp can be converted to methanol fairly easily, and it'll return over 80% of the sun's energy from any given crop into alcohol fuels. Now, the use of cereals to make alcohol fuels is ludicrous. It's ridiculous. Even Castro came out and said, this shows your mindset, you silly people, to use your own food to run your cars. That pretty much does it in this world where our society and our commerce is based on travel to keep feeding the closed loop system run basically by Republican interests, big pharma, big petroleum. And now the net has come along. One reason that the Republicans despise the net so greatly is just because of the gas it's been saving. In the first year alone, it horrified them because of the shopping that went on over the net and the gasoline saved just in the shopping. Anyway, back to hemp. Hemp is a really, really good resource. It grows super fast. It'll grow in all kinds of conditions, adverse or healthy. It'll grow fast. It's very foolproof. Thomas Jefferson would have been killed by the people in Manchuria for smuggling Manchurian hemp seeds out of there while he was alive, okay, when he was getting this country jump-started, kick-started, getting it weaned off of royalty, actually removing the proboscises from our flesh, the royal proboscises that constantly suck the people's blood. And this is something that's been going on and is honored in religion like the Vatican and things like that. They love the royal blood, but it's all ridiculous monkey business, and actually it's inbreeding. Inbreeding is bad, okay? Just ask the Mormons. And I think there's other people in the world that are inbred really badly because they won't breed out. They have these ancient religious traditions that disallow them breeding out, and that's really bad. That's not good for us. Now we're getting off the track again. We're going back to hemp. George Washington grew hemp. You used to be able to pay your taxes with hemp because hemp ran the world because of cordage. Cordage ran the navies, and depending on how powerful your navy was dictated how powerful you were. Without rope, some wars were fought over hemp availability because it was so important to run the navy. Hemp did rot. Hemp did wear out, and so it had to constantly be replaced. Now, they'll say that steel and nylon and all this other stuff is better than hemp, and in some ways it is. It doesn't rot, okay, but it certainly wears, and it wears a lot faster, okay, and once it begins to wear, it's all over. You cannot repair it. It's done. It's done. And so it constantly has to be replaced too, and that keeps not only the businesses running, but the ball in the court of the people who are behind all this stuff, this cordage that is non-hemp, and that would be petroleum once again. Now, the first flag was made from hemp. Canvas, the word canvas, like canvas shoes or canvas for tents, is derived from the word cannabis. It's in the dictionary, except when this was brought up back in the 80s, they started censoring the dictionaries to show that that wasn't true. I have a book from 1913. It's a USDA, that's United States Department of Agriculture yearbook, that shows it has over 60 pages on how to grow hemp because hemp was such a valuable commodity here in America. Hearst, DuPont, and Mellon got together. One of the first really successful removal conspiracies. There's been plenty of conspiracies. One of the worst federal charges that can be brought against anyone is conspiracy. So yes, conspiracy happens. It's not theory. Duh. You hear it on the news, but then you hear those same idiotic talking heads saying conspiracy theorists. Oh yeah. No, that's just vocal propaganda, and we know that. That's why we don't watch television. Back to hemp. Hemp is a really beneficial product. It should be made totally legal. People who want to use the flowers for recreational euphoria, more power to them. Much better than Valium, much better than Quaaludes, much better than any of the concoctions on television, which are not only advertised on television, but in the newspapers and radio. There's drive-thrus at pharmacies. You can get any drugs you want as long as you go to the drug dealers that the government approves, the pharmaceutical dispensers called doctors, and as long as you pay big money, or your insurance company pays big money to the people who run drugs in this world, and they are the Republican politicians for the most part, although the Democrats and Republicans are in it together. It's time to get those jokers out of here.